you for joining me. What I'd like to do now is to spend a bit of time looking at some of the features of an affiliative leadership style. And as the name suggests, this is really about bringing a sense of identity, common purpose into a team. So it could be maybe where there are some issues hanging around trust. It could be about how a team may have had experienced some difficulties under a time of pressure, and what we really need to do is to step back for a little while, just take a look at our purpose, what it is we're here for, and how we build some bonds that put us in a better position to move forward. So as we're going through this, I'd like to be thinking about examples where you think actually an intentional move in this direction from leadership might have helped you at some point in your career, or if there's a specific almost mini case study you could think of that might be useful too. Okay, thanks very much. So let's just have a little check on where we are right now. We're 8 weeks, approaching week 9 into lockdown, and it has been a shockwave, hasn't it, for teams with people remote working, maybe people working in socially distanced different parts of buildings, different shift patterns. What we have seen is a significant, almost dissolution of people working within proximity of each other. Now, that's quite important because I know that they're often the butt of some quite cruel and sometimes very accurate jokes, but meetings are places where sometimes things do get done. Certainly it's where we meet each other. In terms of affiliation, what we're also missing here are those kind of sub-meetings, the informal, where we just see somebody in a car and, hey, come have a quick cup of coffee, I need to talk about so-and-so. So we need then, I think, leaders looking forward to say, what is it we need to do that maintains a strong sense of affiliation in our team and will give us the material with which we can carry the processes forward. Okay, so some skills and competencies, stuff you need to be good at. Empathy. Really, I'm just going to see that as the capacity to come as close as you can to experiencing the world the way the person you're alongside is seeing it, viewing it. And there's an intentional requirement here to build up some skills, some attitudes, some beliefs, a belief that that is actually the right thing to do. And perhaps the greatest skill that we can develop when seeking to develop empathy is the skill of listening. And we've done other work on that for you to take a look at. We will need to, I think, be building very different bonds to those that we built when people were physically in the same building for 7.5, 8 hours a day. My great fear here is that the bonds will be only process driven. However, there are other bonds that we need to be looking at, the bonds of ethics, behaviours, of values, our purpose. As we look at the skills and competence in conflict management, for leaders, it is my belief that there is a tranche of work, a body of work that we need to take on board here that's going to require us to be honest, to give good, non-biased feedback, and to have some sort of idea of the behavioural standards we expect of each other. This is really important when we're looking at virtual working. If it is all about the transactions, all about the processes, we're going to lose some real opportunities to allow people to settle their differences, to reduce their conflicts, and to contribute to the team at the highest level possible. So there's quite a lot in here for leaders to be considering as we move forward. Now, when I look at what we want to achieve here, I can see it falling very, very easily and very comfortably under the umbrella term about how we use soft skills in hard places. Because look, there's an assumption here that something has happened that means we need to increase affiliation. So affiliation is not in a good place. We want to have a highly positive impact on our work climate, wherever that work takes place, be it in one building, be it remotely, be it spread out in different shift patterns, different work patterns over a week. We need to ask ourselves, why do we want to do this? And it's straightforward for me. Would you rather or rather not have harmony? And if we take a look at the benefits that harmony creates for us, in contrast to what's not there when there's a lack of harmony, I have a strong view that that's the direction of travel we need to be going in. As we're doing that, we want to increase the bonds of mutual respect for each other within teams, and that very often it's about modelling the behaviour you want to see yourself. So you can see this is about a conflict-based model almost on occasions. How do we heal these rifts, or how do we, at a stressful time, use an affiliative leadership purpose in order to motivate the team and to create a sense of positivity and purpose? You need to be brave and you need to be honest. Also, to concentrate on the outputs. What are we here for anyway? So there we have it, some ideas about what might be happening when we choose to use an affiliative leadership style. It's really important that I emphasise that this isn't really about sort of saying, oh, I'm using this one today, or I'm going to go affiliative until 10:30 and I'm going to switch and do something else. It's about creating a blend of leadership styles and awareness that that's what you're doing. That's seems to be important to me. I hope that's been of value to you. You will have picked up as we've gone through there that we're touching on other areas as well. For example, listening skills. We have work in that area. I think, again, for yourselves, it's really important that I emphasise, think almost of a mini case study where you would think, you know what, if we'd have taken just a different route here, we might have got a much more productive outcome. Thanks very much indeed. A contact card's going to follow in a few minutes. I do hope you've enjoyed it, and please feel very free to contact us. Thank you. Bye now.